John?
But unaffiliated doesn't mean unbelieving.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
Right.
You're right. It's mixed.
So that's an essential point, it seems to me.
And there are lots of people who go to church who don't believe.
That's true.
Millions.
I know at least 3 or 4, and they all live in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tell me all the time.
My favorite story about presidents and faith is Dwight Eisenhower insisted on having a prayer to open each cabinet meeting, and Ezra Taft Benson, the Secretary of Agriculture. I like to think this is the only room in America where we're talking about Ezra Taft Benson right now. The great Mormon leader would always do it, and Eisenhower came in the middle of his term and went straight to business, got about 20 minutes in, looked up and said, "Jesus Christ, we forgot the goddamn prayer." So that tells you something about religion in our public life.
Well, that's barracks talk. He had been a soldier.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's we don't talk that way outside the barracks.
You don't want to correct him for being off point?
But pragmatically, I think if what's going on right now is a rise in the unaffiliated, which is not unbelieving, as we've said, it's the broad lack of faith, if you will, in American institutions. We have a Republican nominee right now who, if anything, is the embodiment of the disintegration of traditional institutions and the disintermediation of almost everything. And I mean, so it seems to me that pragmatically, historically, the way, at least my reading of history and of the moment, is to try to attack the faithful only exacerbates a climate of distrust and resentment. And our founders went through this. There's no thing new under the sun, as it says in the Bible. That part was left in by Jefferson. And what Madison saw, what Jefferson saw, was that liberty, the liberty to choose, was the most important aspect, the most important principle to defend. When he was 25 years old, James Madison changed the idea of religious tolerance to religious liberty in the Virginia General Assembly. And the idea being that tolerance suggested there was a majority that was granting a right and it could be taken away.
Right.
Liberty was unique and inviolable. And that shift is one of our great gifts. And I think that's a story. Mike has been in the government at moments of cataclysmic disorder. I think that's a story we have to tell again and again, is that we have found a way where I believe that religion has shaped us without strangling us.